with Monk is that it has to be played very, very specifically, and it has to be played by someone that understands that. If I do not find that Monk lends itself well to new players. You have to really read through the book, and it's going to take, I would say, at least 5 to 10 encounters for you to figure out what plays with what, and you get a synergy with all your abilities. And if you break that synergy, the monk is useless.
Yeah, exactly.
In a lot of ways, I find that Ranger Hunter is kind of like that too. I think Ranger Hunter is a good training class if you're later thinking that you want to try playing a monk. And the reason I say that is that all these people want to shit on the monk or shit on the Ranger. Oh, it's an underpowered class and blah blah blah. No, you're just not playing it right. Because
if you got sharpshooter, just that feat alone with the Ranger is ridiculous.
Right, and then you throw in things like Hunter's Mark and Hail of Thorns. Colossus Slayer, shit like that, and now all of a sudden you have a ranged player or a ranged character that can go 2-weapon fighting inherently that is just devastating.
I really like the Gloomstalker.
Gloomstalker is pretty amazing, yeah. Yeah. One of the aside from fighter, I do have like a dream character, but because I'm a forever DM, I probably will never get to play him. The character that I would love to make would be a Loxodon monk.
One that I wish they would revisit and tweak to make better is Arcane Archer. You just don't get enough uses in a day to make it feel like you're doing what you want to do.
Right. Well, yeah.
2 shots or something per short rest? It's not really a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the 3rd edition, Arcane Archer,
it was a badass.
It was a badass. But it was also, Arcane Archer also was a ranger thing, not a fighter thing. So I find it a little weird that they threw that onto fighters. The other thing I think was weird was putting Swashbuckler on rogues. Because typically in the past, Swashbuckler's been a bard thing. Like when I think of Swashbuckler, I immediately think of bard. But no, it's for rogues. It's very strange to me.
Now you guys have me wondering if I played my Tabaxi monk any halfway decently.
Actually, you did. And I mean, anybody you did a really good job with that. And I will say this, like, out of the box, Tabaxi should their first thing that they should look at should be monk, because they're just so devastating as a monk.
Well, now I'm really happy I did that, because that was like my second time ever playing a monk.
Yeah, no, you did a really good job with that character.
Just stop running away from the party.
Hello, Smokey and Zinc. All right, we will go ahead and open her up. Welcome to Storm King's Thunder. We will be picking up where we left off last week, which is right in the middle of combat, starting with Countess Sansurri and the terrifying things she can do. But before we get started, we'd like to thank one of the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. These are not partnerships or sponsorships of any kind. They're just products that we really like. We'd like to thank the Speechless Bard today. The Speechless Bard makes beautiful leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather products, such as she has a line of dice bracelets, leather bracelets with dice cutouts on them. They can be customized a number of ways if you like to show off your geeky side to everybody that'll look at your wrist. She also has a dice rolling mat that when it is rolled out, or when it's rolled up, it looks like a leather spell scroll. And all of these items can be customized. She does all of the work by hand. She's amazingly talented. If you're going to order from her, you'll want to give yourself a little bit of extra time, especially if it's for a time-sensitive issue like a birthday or whatever. She is in the UK, so it can take a while to cross the pond, as they say. And of course, we have supply chain issues, so so getting it over here can take a little bit of extra time. If you are a fan of our Wednesday Night Traveler game, we do have a website via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log on that website is written as if it were news articles from the Traveler News Service. And it deals mostly with the goings-on of the Trojan Reach, and sometimes news from outside the Reach comes in. The players usually are more in the background, but as we play on and they become more and more notorious, they are going to be taking more of a forefront. If you like the content, please go to the front page and give us a thumbs up. We love to see those fan likes, and we hope you enjoy. So last week, you guys were sneaking around the bottom level of the Cloud Giant Castle. The Cloud Giant Castle is traveling north at a fairly good speed. So you're under the impression from a note that you found, or rather a letter that was sent to Countess Sansurri that you have found, that the location is someplace called Svardborg. And you were sneaking around because you had heard some yelling and screaming coming from downstairs, not to mention the fact that your crew for the airship is missing. And so you were spotted. And so a big battle has occurred, and you decided to go into the guest room and try to make your last stand. And we'll see how this goes. So, Countess Sansurri. I suppose I need to find Countess Sansurri. Where did she go? There she is. Let's see. She Okay. So she is going to give Zinquinol a bit of a taste of her own medicine. And she casts Mordenkainen's sword. And so there's a sword-shaped plane of force hovers within 5 feet of Zinc and is going to make an attack. $18 to hit.
Nope.
Go. Okay. That's what she's going to. Well, so she has to maintain concentration on that. She is going to run back out of the room. Okay. Zinquinol, what would you like to do?
Can I see where, or I know what I want to do. I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith at the door.
Okay.
So like right here.
Okay, let me look at that.
Any creature that moves into this space within 10 feet for the first time takes a dex saving throw, 20 radiant on a fail, 10 radiant on a successful. And then the Guardian leaves when it's dealt 60 points of damage.
Okay. So, let me find.
If I knew how to reliably draw circles and stuff, I would do that, but I don't know how.
I'll just throw something out here.
Cool.
There we go.
Yeah, cool. Is she standing within 10 feet of the door?
Hold on, and I will tell you.
Well, because you just said she stepped out, so I didn't know
Yeah.
how, you know. 'Cause I'd love it if I could whack her right now, if she's close enough.
She might be.
Nice.
So, and you have control of it.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, she is within 10 feet of the door.
All right, so it is a DC 16 Dex saving throw.
Okay. Nope, she got a 14.
Sweet, so that's 20 points radiant.
Okay.
And I will keep track because I can only, he disappears after 60 points, so.
Okay.
All right, and then for my bonus action, I'm going to whack the cloud giant with my hammer,
Okay.
hopefully. Which I think I cast at 3rd level. Maybe at 4th, yeah, 3rd. Didn't make the noise. Did I not roll it? I did it. Okay, hold on. Struggling. Riding the struggle bus over here.
No problem.
There we go.
That is a hit.
25. Excellent.
For 8.
Okay. Let's see. So that's 8.
Okay.
And then I have to pull up my lions.
Yes, your lions get to make their attacks.
Yes. Now, can I put my divine strike on the spiritual weapon?
You know, I don't know. Let me take a look at Divine Strike.
Cool. It says with a weapon attack, so I didn't know once per turn with a weapon attack, but I didn't know spiritual weapon counted as the kind of weapon they were talking about.
Yeah. I would say no. And the reason is that in reality, and let me double check to confirm.
Okay.
The reality is that spiritual weapon would be a spell attack, I believe. But let me take a look.
No, that makes sense. You don't have to justify the call. That makes sense. I just thought it was worth asking. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to...
Yeah, it's a melee spell attack, so no.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to do a bite. from each lion,
Okay.
and that's with advantage because it's pack. So, oh, I double crit.
Yep, that is a crit. Double
That's
damage.
crazy. With it, I'm never gonna be able to do that again. He attacked with advantage and got 2 crits in a row. What a waste of a crit. Okay, so that's 18 for the first lion.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know.
Your-
I can't math.
And your second lion?
My second bite's probably gonna fail because I wasted all my good rolls.
Actually, I think that should be 22.
Let's see.
Is it-
I'm sure the second one does fail because it's
Yeah,
12 and 11.
the second one is a mess. But still, that hurts a lot. Okay.
Cool, now I'm done.
Okay. Weeben, you're over there in the corner, hiding under the bed. Well, at least under the bed. I don't know. You're not hiding, but you're under the bed.
Not hiding. But I am under the bed. Time to hide! Because it's what I do. What the hell? Oh. What's that big thing over there? Oh, that's a guardian.
Yeah, Guardian Faith.
Okay. Didn't you let me show up when I wasn't looking? Nope. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna hide first, because that's what I do.
Okay.
36?
Yep, you are hidden.
Okay. I will attack you back.
Okay, so
She can-
let's see here.
Oh, wait,
Steve,
who's this next?
Steve the Devil's
Hey, who's the bed
on.
with me?
Steve's on top of the bed, or hovering over the
Oh.
bed.
I'm standing on the bed.
No, standing on the bed. Well, at least you're not jumping on the bed, I suppose.
So yeah, if you want to make a ranged attack, you can. You've got a clear line of sight.
Alrighty. We're going with the ranged attack. We're going to shoot the bow. And 21 to hit.
That hits. And you get sneak attack.
All of the sneaky.
You made that with advantage, right?
Oh, absolutely. I've learned basically now, it's like if I sneak, there is advantage. Unless they have some reason why it would just even out. Okay, that is one more d6. Okay. Oh, okay. 10, 20, 28.
Okay.
And then my snaky snake will just do a little dip and dive attack.
Okay.
Oh, let me find that snack card to make it good. 18?
That's a hit.
Woo. 24, 2, 4, 3, 4, 3, 7, 10, 11 damage.
Ooh. And Big Giant, or Cloud Giant, goes down.
Seriously, my snake did the killing blow.
Yes, the snake gave the killing blow.
My 3d4 plus 1.
Yeah, he only had 7 hit points left, so that was enough. Anything with movement, or
I'm
you
still happy to be a member of this intro.
anything with movement, or are you going to stay where you're at?
No, we're probably going to get out of this room soon. So I will. There's no more enemies in the room, so there's just that one outside the room, right?
Yep. And she's a bigot.
Okay. She is a bigot. Okay. Let's see here, I can go here, and then I can go like right there. Perfect. Okay. I am just gonna move over to here.
Okay. All right.
Actually, that's a horrible idea. Shit. I should not be in the front of the party. And so wait, yeah, no, that's a bad idea. Too bad. I did it. I'm done.
Okay.
And my snake will just fly nearby, but not like the puppy.
Okay. So, for those not in the know, I know Cameron and Billy know, but I had a really bad fall in the shower on Tuesday, and
I'm sure.
yeah, fucked myself up, and so I had like an obvious concussion, and that's no joke. So to tell you the kinds of things that a concussion will do to you. So I had this idea. I was working in the game room, setting it up for my Sunday game, and I have this one extra smart plug left over, right? So I was like, hey, that's great. I'll plug it in, and I'll just plug the surge protector into it, and then I can set up a routine to turn on all the lamps, because I have a echo in here. And so I do that, and then I sit there for the next 20 or 30 minutes getting pissed off because the echo's not listening to me and it's not working. That's when I find, after 20 or 30 minutes, that's when I realize that the echo is plugged into the surge protector. So, yeah. Like, duh. So, Steve the Devil, what would you like to do?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. Do some fly over here. Here, you think the Spirit Guardian, can that move, or is that stuck permanently in that one spot?
I don't know.
She can move it, I think, as a bonus action, I want to say. That's my recollection from being a cleric.
Zinquinol, do you know?
Do I know about moving it? Sorry,
Yeah.
I saw something shiny and got distracted.
Oh, yeah.
Hold
Can
on,
your
let me
Spirit
pull it.
Guardian move, or is it just stationary stuck there?
I thought it was stationary, but I could be making that up.
Yeah, no. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong.
Hovers for the duration in unoccupied space of your choice. Occupies the space is indistinct except for a sword. Any creature hostile to you that moves into this space within 10 feet must have a saving throw. It doesn't say anything about moving it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
okay, so
it.
it's stationary.
I think Guardian of Faith is stationary.
But a creature that is not hostile to it can move through the space
Correct.
safely.
Correct.
So if you want to go chase Sansurri down, you don't have to consider me consider it an obstacle.
Oh yeah, it was just whether or not it could follow us if we chased her down.
Yeah, no, it's like a statue. A point defense turret.
And it takes damage if it starts its turn within range.
Correct.
All right, well that's good. Steve will flop over to there, and I will cast Eldritch Blast.
All right.
First one. 11 plus. What's my jump attack? 19.
That is a hit.
13 damage.
Okay, hold on here.
And just to make sure she's within range, I'll pull her 10 foot into the room.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that might also be enough to disrupt her concentration on her spirit weapon against Zeke,
That
if possible.
is true. Let me make a con check. DC 17. No, she gets a 15. And so the Mordenkainen sword on Zinc fizzles.
Yay! Stuff. And second Eldritch Blast is only 16.
That is a hit.
Nice. For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And that will be Steve's turn.
Okay. All right. Meanwhile, down below in the Griffin Aviary, Clitaris and Smokey have their own kinds of problems. So, Clitaris, what would you like to do? The Cloud Giant, that mark on him is Smokey's hunter's mark.
Okay. Smokey, how bad are you looking?
Let me see. I have 31 HP out of 77. So
You're less than half.
yeah.
Alright, well then Clitaris will run to here and give Smokey a lay on hands.
Okay.
Not much, it will help. Well, let's see, she will bestow, say 20. Let's do a nice 20.
Thank you so much.
And that will be her turn.
Okay. So, Cloud Giant, is he the only one I have left? I believe he is.
How bad is he looking?
He's got some visible wounds that are bleeding.
Nice.
So he...
I am a child of hunger, looks like in America. I am a 9-year-old boy.
Stop talking. You just started talking at me. What the hell?
That wasn't creepy at all.
It's out of nowhere, but he's like, I am a child of hunger. Why?
I kind of want to use that for like a Descent into Avernus game.
Looks creepy.
So he... He's going to move there. And he is going to swing his Morning Star once on Smokey and once on Clitaris.
Clitaris is able to do something with a shield to oppose disadvantage on an attack against a comrade.
Yes, so she can impose her shield on him to protect Smokey. So the first attack on Smokey will be at disadvantage. And let's see here. I'm not sure that would have mattered either way. 16 to hit.
So it misses.
Okay, so he brings his Morning Star down and it clangs off of Clitaris' shield, which pisses him off, and he's going to try to backhand Clitaris. Fuck. And miss terribly with a 14. And that's about all I can do with those dice. Fuck those dice. Gonna have to pull out the gem dice. Alright. Did he do anything? I think bonus action. Yes, he could. He's got 2 more of those. As a bonus action, he Misty Steps over here.
Coward.
Smokey, what would you like to do?
So I know we can't like squeeze through the crack in the door, but a Tresson could, right? Giant door?
I would say yes.
Okay, I want him to squeeze in and get into room 8 then.
Okay, hold on. Actually, we used to have... Yeah, here's relics.
Haven't had them do anything in a long time.
So, relics, the Tressum goes ahead and is able to slip into... slip under the crack in the door into this room.
Are these wooden doors?
That's a very good question. Let me ask. Well, there's a clusterfuck that we already did. Let's see here. Doors. They are 6-inch thick wood and with polished brass fittings.
Okay, I'm going to take the flame tongue greatsword and jam it in the crack in the door.
Okay.
And try and light it on fire, because that seems like gonna get the door open a lot faster than trying to defeat the cloud giants before we can have a chance to coordinate opening it to latch.
Well, these are... I don't... It's not a terrible idea. Go ahead and make a...
You heard it. It's not a terrible idea. Do it first.
Well, I'm just...
I'm gonna jam it in there and then run away.
I'm just...
I don't know that way
So,
to do it.
the doors are 27 feet tall. Which means they're going to be pretty wide, and these are double doors in and of itself. And if you've ever been camping, and a lot of times, if you're like me, you'll be lazy, and rather than chop a log, you'll just take the log and put the end of it into the campfire, and then you can sit on the other end of the log, what have you, as that end burns. It takes a long time for a big downed chunk of tree like that to burn through. And that's assuming that the log is probably, partially rotted and whatnot. These are not. These are polished doors. So burning through the door with a flame tongue sword is likely to, and no accelerant, is likely to take quite the amount of time, especially to get through, what did I say it was? 6 inch. So yeah, it's half a foot thick. It's going to take a while to burn through that door.
You might be able to burn through just the locking mechanism.
I could maybe do that with the wand of lightning if I did it right down the crack. Maybe.
You could certainly try that, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it's going to fail its dex, so it'll take a full 8d6 damage.
Okay. 1, 2, 28.
Ooh. Okay, so Smokey pulls out her wand and blasts straight up through the seam in these double doors, hitting the latch and causing the latch to explode out the other side of the door. These doors are now free and can be opened.
But I should probably move. So at 20. Alright, I think I can move to there. And I think that's my whole turn.
Okay. So the doors are unlocked, can be opened on their own, individually. Countess Sansurri. Trying to see what. So first of all, she needs to make a dex save, and she fails with an 11. So she'll take another 20. And then. Let's see here. Just want to take a look at this, see what this is going to do. Okay. She's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. And let's see here. That's going to get pretty much everybody in this room. She's casting it right there. So everybody needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. So, I'm sorry, not everybody. Weeben, Steve the Devil, Zinquinal, the two lions, and the flying snake need to make Wisdom saving throws. Okay, so Zinc save.
DC what?
DC 15.
Nope.
Wisdom. All for Steve. Nope, nothing for Steve.
And my lions got 18 and 19.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve got a 13.
Steve. And what about the flying snake?
Flying snake didn't make another. What's this again?
Hypnotic Pattern. So
That is not right.
the room in a 30-foot cube flashes with a dazzling rainbow-colored display for just a moment. Steve puts his wings away, and Weeben and the flying snake just falls to the top of this cabinet, and Weeben is standing there dumbstruck. Steve and Weeben are charmed, as is the flying snake, and their speed becomes 0. Let's see here. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration, which is up to 1 minute. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Yeah, Steve will just pull out his little magic pipe and just start smoking a bowl. It's like, oh, bro, that's are so cool.
Yeah, and then...
He's totally a hippie at a Grateful Dead concert right now.
And then... Boo. She is going to not be dumb. And she's going to move there. All right, Zinquinol, what would you like to do?
If I were to cast, let's see, what is it called? Give me a second. Circle of Power.
Okay.
Which then, for the duration, gives advantage on saving throws against magical effects. Could the affected people roll again for the hypnotic pattern?
They wouldn't be able to roll again, but if I remember correctly, you now that I think about it, you had cast Circle of Power last week.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I do. Well, I can't say that for certain. It is a fifth level spell, and I have a 5th level spell already before today spent.
That would be it. So actually, before we go with Zink's turn, Weeben, Steve, and the Flying Snake get to make saving throws again.
Uh, 16?
That saves.
Yay!
So
Put
Steve.
that pipe away. Get back to work.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Weeben.
Missed this, but Weeben made it with a 17.
Okay. All right. So
I don't know.
that wasn't as useful as I thought it would be. So Zink, what would you like to do on your turn?
Okay. I would like to, I guess, step where I can see her. And, ooh, that's probably a bad idea. What weapons do I have? Use my oath bow.
Yeah. Are you going?
And speak the words.
Okay.
I think that's the bonus action, right?
Yep.
All right.
So I think you get. Let me double check something.
I have advantage. Oh,
Yep. Yes, you can make that roll again. Oh.
thank you, Jeebus. Oh, that's even worse. Motherfucker.
So you miss.
So I missed. Let me see how fast my lions can run. There, my lion speed is 50.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So what?
So let me make sure they can get there.
Yep, they can.
Okay. Can I move my lions? No, I don't think I can.
They should be under your control.
Okay. The lions are going to go over here. Because they're working together, it's still pack.
They get advantage on their bite
Redeem
attacks.
me, lions. Redeem me. They're going to bite.
Okay.
Let's see. 15.
That's a hit.
Okay. For 5, I'll take it. And then one more.
Crit, double damage.
Ooh. So that's 22.
Okay. All right.
Please tell me that she's at least starting to not feel so good.
She's showing some signs that she's been whacked on.
At least sweating, right? Like.
Yeah, a little bit. Weavin', what would you like to do?
Weaven's gonna flick his snake, like, hey, snap on it.
Okay. So, hold on here. My question on that. So, that would be your action.
Okay. The snake proved useful before, so it deserves it.
Okay. So the snake is no longer charmed.
Snake, what are you doing?
So Weavin has a bonus action and movement.
For bonus action, Weavin, or for movement, I will move by the door, but not out of the door, and hide.
Okay. Go ahead and make a hide check.
Nat 20, well, 32?
Okay.
32.
32. And then what would you like the snake to do?
Oh, let's see if there's enough movement for the snake to get where it needs to get. Probably not. The snake will just fly by the doorway, but pretty high.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay.
Is this guy hovering around the top of the doorway?
Okay. Steve the Devil. What you got going on?
Yeah, I don't use that one often. Let's see. I'm going to use my movement to get to here.
Okay.
I will cast Scorching Ray.
So it will be a disadvantage because you've got Zinc and a lion in your way. Well, and the lions. Do you have any additional movement?
I can move a little bit less. Would it make a difference if I could fly up and over, since they're a big creature?
Yeah, I would say it would. You've got room to do that.
Put a little flag token on here.
Yeah, I threw a wing on you.
Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah, I'll be up and shoot over everybody.
Okay.
Let's see, so the first one is... Oh, nat 20?
Double damage.
Oh, rolled like crap. 14 damage.
Okay. Second one.
18.
Hit.
10 damage.
Okay. And third one.
And third. Soft 20. Ooh. For 2 damage. Up 2 ones.
You
Okay.
definitely hit, you just nicked.
And then for bonus action, I will use 2 of my spell points
Okay.
and quick and spell Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Low 20s
Yep.
for 8 damage.
Okay.
15
Hits.
for 13 more damage.
Okay. Are you pushing or pulling?
I'll go and push her, but I'm gonna see if I can bounce her off this corner and just kind of stun her. I don't want to push her too way, but try to bounce her off the wall.
It doesn't really stun her. They wouldn't push that hard, but she is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Just gonna throw her off balance, fuck with her a little.
All right. Okay, so that was movement and bonus action.
Yep.
Down here. What would Clitoris like to do?
Oh, let's see. Smokey went that way, so I don't need to help Smokey at the moment. Straight.
Can the Guardian be pushed?
No.
No, it just whacks. If you come within range, you get whacks. That's it.
It's basically ethereal, and it doesn't even whack. It just causes radiant damage from being near it.
Poke you in the nose. The Taurus will run over there and attempt to hit this cloud giant with one of her last spell slots.
Okay.
Let's see. I think she's using her scimitar. So it's gonna be, like high 20s.
Yeah, that hits.
hit.
Yeah.
And she's gonna step on a level 1 divine.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do one level 1 divine. Actually, no, let's make that a level 2.
Okay, so that should be 3d8.
3d8 plus her d6. $14. 19 damage.
Okay.
Oh, and sneak because they're solo.
Yep. She's swashbuckler, so sneak applies.
Another 10.
Okay. Her second attack.
It's gonna be low 20s.
That's a hit.
Oh, crap. For minimum damage of 6.
Okay. Still better than 0.
And oh, bonus action. She's a rogue. She can disengage,
Yeah.
and she's still has 10 foot of movement. So we'll back up 10 foot.
Okay. All right.
That would be all.
Okay. So the cloud giant, for his action, is going to open this griffin cage. Which means I have to do work. The cat sounds like a crying baby. Ugh. This is the dumbest griffin ever. He's gonna go on 4. And then
Oh. Nobody cares about cat problems.
He is going to move up there. And that is his turn. Smokey, what would you like to do?
I think I want to try and get in the room with the Tressum. Do I have to make a strength check?
Yes, to open the doors, they are clearly unlatched, but, wow, that's loud. Yes, DC 14 athletics check.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, no problem. So, Smokey, you get into the room. You can move wherever you like.
You move this far.
So you push the doors open. In these cages down here, you see your airship crew, and they are locked up in these cages. But more concerning is the fact that this right here is an adult bronze dragon that is chained to the back wall and to the floor. The rest of this room is windowless. It's clearly a dungeon. Two locked manacles bind the dragon's hind legs, preventing him from moving more than a few feet in any direction. He has a locked collar around his neck, a locked iron muzzle covering his snout. The muzzle, the collar, and the manacles are all designed to hold a dragon of his size and aren't useful on any other creatures of other shapes and sizes. So he's locked in these manacles, and his mouth is bound. He can kind of speak through gritted teeth, and he says, "Little bugbear, my name is Felgolos. If you free me, I shall attempt to help you and your friends."
I'll agree to that, and I'll just tell him all the little people are my friends.
Duly noted.
Sweet. I'll probably have to wait till my next turn.
Yeah. Go ahead and make it.
Really.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. There's no way I work in it. Okay. Got a 9. That's not very good.
So you are with a 9. You can tell that the chains and the collar around his neck. There's some kind of magical effect going on with these bindings. But aside from that, you're not sure of what their full effect is.
So are our crew unable to speak too? Or
Oh, they can speak, and they're like, "Oh, thank God, you have to save us."
oh, okay. I thought they'd tell me about how to free the dragon. Maybe that's okay.
Felgolos kind of as the your crew are "Oh, thank God you're going to rescue us," and Felgolos is like, "You and your little folk have put in with these assholes?"
They just fly the ship.
They serve us.
Okay, so the Griffin is going to come over here and it gets to make a beak and a claw attack on Clitoris. So, beak attack. $19 to hit.
That is the number to beat.
So she takes 8 piercing damage. And a claw attack. $21 to hit for 14 slashing damage. Caca! Says the Griffin. It's probably more like, when Peter Griffin gets into a fight with the guy in the chicken suit.
I love those episodes.
Give me just a second, I'll be right back.
I love those episodes where they play with the wording of the words. So, like, they're definitely saying inappropriate phrases, but they're talking about, like, chickens and stuff, so it's fine. But you're like, oh, if I didn't see what was on the screen, that would be a horrible thing to hear. There was the one time where the giant chicken was, like, in the hospital, and the wife comes, like, oh, thank you, honey. You're like, oh, no, you're the only cock for me.
Wordplay is fun.
Mm-hmm. And then a giant black chicken walks in the room, so you can kind of get where they went from there. Family Guy does a lot of wordplay, though. They enjoy their wordplay.
Mm-hmm. I haven't watched Family Guy in so long. I'm so far behind.
I just catch random clips online nowadays.
So last night, we watched the new David Cronenberg movie, Crimes of the Future. And I got this movie and I was like, oh my god, it's David Cronenberg, so it's got to be super, super fucked up, right? And, people at Cannes Film Festival, they walked out in the first 5 minutes of it, so it's got to be, really out there. I got to see this. Yeah, don't waste your time. The people that walked out in the first 5 minutes are complete pussies. And by the end of the movie, what I really, the question that really left me with, other than where did my 1 hour and 47 minutes go, was how does Kristen Stewart keep getting parts? She's a terrible actress. She is awful. Like, I've seen, running games at the store, I've seen semi-autistic preteen kids cosplay their D&D characters and be more believable than anything that Kristen Stewart's ever done. I'm just at a complete loss as to how she continues to get work.
I heard she did good as Princess Diana, but that's what I heard.
I watched that piece of shit movie too, and it was terrible. I will say that the makeup and hair team for Spencer did an amazing job. I mean, she looked like Princess Diana, and I'll even give her credit in that some of the mannerisms that she did, she portrayed a young Diana very well.
Okay.
Aside from that,
that's big praise coming from you.
as-
Because you don't like her.
right, aside from that, the rest failed because whenever she would open her mouth to speak, it was like, there you go. The problem that I have with her is when I watch Kristen Stewart, the immediate thing is that I see is that it is obvious that she is acting. Like she goes over the top. Like she overacts her parts. And a good actor, you don't see that. They seamlessly become the person that they are portraying. And it's not that way with her. She is, you look at her and you're like, oh, she's an actress and this isn't real. It's like the uncanny valley kind of thing, you know?
Unfortunate. Quite unfortunate.
Yeah. So, Countess Sansurri, I don't know what this is really going to do for her, but it's probably not a bad idea. Kind of boring.
Better question.
Mm-hmm.
If my flying snake dies, do I get another one?
I mean, if you find another one, or yeah, I mean,
Like, can I reach out to the guild and be like, hey guys, I need a stick?
yeah, I mean, if you go to a guild stronghold, yeah, you can get another one.
Okay, I was supposed to treat this like a one snake, one time.
And you get a fancy new belt.
Hey.
How many hit points does she have? She doesn't need to really do that yet. I'll go for something flashier. Sorry, I'm trying to pick a spell that she's gonna ruin your day with. Okay. Yeah, all right. So she first of all, she pulls herself away from the wall. She casts Ice Storm. So essentially, the Lions, Weeben, the Flying Snake, Zinc, and Steve the Devil need to make DC 15 dexterity saving throws. You do have advantage because of Circle of Power. If you save, you'll take half damage.
Thank God for advantage because I rolled a 2 and a 19.
Okay, so you save.
Zinc fails.
Oof.
What was the save number?
DC 15.
16 for the snake. The snake got a 16.
Line number 1 passes.
Okay.
And line number 2 does not.
Okay. And
Even got a 15? No, 17.
okay. So it looks like the only ones that really failed was Zinc and one of the Lions, which you will take. Hold on. Zinc and the lion will take 14 bludgeoning damage. Steve, Weeben, and the snake and the other lion will take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Killed my snake, you bastard, and Weeben takes none because he has evasion.
Okay. And Zinc and one of the lions will take 15 cold damage.
I have resistance to cold damage as a racial trait.
You have resistance?
Yeah.
So then you will take 7 cold damage.
Okay.
So the failed lion will take 15, and
Okay. Failed lion can come off the board.
okay. So this lion is done,
You only have one level 1 spell slot left.
and
Damn.
Steve, Flying Snake, and Weeben take 7 cold damage.
Is that including my evasion dex?
I don't know that you can save versus the cold damage. You can versus the bludgeoning.
Okay. 7 points. Got it.
So yeah.
That's fair. That makes sense to me. I was like, I don't think I could save versus cold, but you know.
All right. So that's what Countess Sansurri does. Zinc, what would you like to do?
Oh, you killed my snake, by the way.
Oh, yep. Snake's got to go.
I'm going to cast Prayer for Healing.
Okay.
So, anybody I can see takes 20 points of healing. I don't know if the door is open. I don't know if I can see Weeben.
Yeah, the door is open.
Okay. So that would be me, Steve, and Weeben take 20 points of healing.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I guess I'll try and recast Spiritual Weapon on the Countess.
Okay. So you cast Spiritual Weapon.
And then I'm going to be so short on spell slots. This is not good. Okay, everything from here on is going to be like level 1. Let's see.
That is a crit, double damage.
Yes! Finally, something good. Okay, for 12.
Okay. Anything with movement?
No, I seem to be in range whether I'm out in the hall or not.
Okay. And then your
And then-
your remaining lion. So the other lion has turned back into a figurine.
Right. I will go retrieve it. Oh, that'll be my movement.
So it's
So my movement
up here.
is to go grab my lion.
Okay.
Can I pick up the gold figurine with a free action?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. And then the still existing lion is going to move up. Well, not measure. And bite.
Okay.
But it does not have pack mentality, or doesn't have pack tactics anymore. Because there's no one within 5 feet.
Right.
20
That hits.
to hit. 7 points of damage.
Okay. Well, that was effective. Okay. Weeben, what would you like to do?
An outright fight in a hallway sounds very unappealing to Regan, but we have to do what we have to do.
That and the fact that she's an outright fight in the hallway with a 13th level spellcaster is fugly.
Okay.
But it's up to you. I mean, either way, she has to be dealt with. So
Right.
it's kind of a catch-22 situation.
It really is. Okay. Weaven will move 5 feet to here, so like in the doorway.
Okay.
So that should give me enough cover with my skulker ability to rehide again.
Okay.
And does that count as line of sight, or is the lion going to put me at disadvantage?
The lion is going to put you at disadvantage. That lion is unlike what is shown on a map or even in person with figurines. That lion's not a stationary target. It's all over trying to bite Sansurri, so you're going to be at disadvantage with a ranged weapon.
Okay. Then that would just put me at normal since I'm hidden, so might as well try for it.
Okay.
Alright. Nice. Okay. 22 to hit?
That hits.
Sweet. Not so sweet. 10, 15, 17, 21.
Okay.
And bonus action, I will rehide.
Okay.
Weaving is all about the hit and run. Nat 20 for 32 again.
Okay.
I really like that advantage if I only move half my movement.
And did you want to use any of your additional movement? Or
No.
leftover movement?
I'm staying hidden.
Okay.
No, I'm staying hidden.
Okay.
Why would I want to come out into the hallway where bad things happen?
Well, you could move back into the room, too, because you only move 5 feet.
That's true.
You got another 20 feet, you could duck back into the room.
I can move 12 feet because I used the advantage of the roll to do half my movement.
Okay.
I don't need to take out my movement. So.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, I'll go back in the room. Because little 5 steps in, 5 steps out, that sounds like a good way to go.
Okay. Steve the Devil, what would you like to do?
That's a good question. How bad is the Countess looking?
She is showing some serious signs of getting smacked on.
Let's do this. Let's spend a spell slot, and I will turn on, as a bonus action, cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
And I will run up to pretty much there, so I'm 10 foot from the Countess and right next to the lion.
Okay.
And I will poke at the Countess.
Okay. I like how you mentioned the lion and the cat meows.
Oh, first attack is not gonna hit. Let's see. 15?
That hits.
Alright, so it's 1d8 for Shroud. Which when I do, it's gonna be necro damage.
Okay.
I was going with the necro. So 1d8, 10. Well, do you want damage separate or just to get the pine?
You can.
I don't think they have resistance to necro damage.
I don't think they do either. Let me double check. Nope, go ahead. They can be all together.
Alright, so that's going to be 17 damage.
Okay.
And that's Steve's turn. Bonus, shroud, 2 attacks, movement. Yep.
Okay. Clitoris has a griffin on her. What would she like to do?
What do you want to do, sweetheart?
Well, what I'd like to do is mount the griffin, but I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think the griffin's going to like that.
I opened the door over here too, if you could, like, try to go that way.
You only got one level 1 spell slot, just to remind you.
Yeah. Has the griffin been injured at all?
It is virgin territory.
Well, don't tell me that. I like. Anyway, so I guess I'll run through the door. It's like a safe idea.
Okay, but if you do that, the griffin's going to get an attack of opportunity.
Can I do my fancy swashbuckly disengage thingy?
You can, as a bonus action.
Do that.
Well, that will get you 30 foot is right next to Smokey, or do you want... No, as far as... Because that's a... you already did your bonus.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, anything that you want to do with your main action?
Can I close the door?
Yeah, so make a athletics strength check.
Well, I guess you'd be closer down here then.
DC
So
15.
I know I failed my, was it an Arcana check? Something about freeing the dragon. I wasn't able to discern it. I just didn't know if Clitoris should do the same check or not.
Possibly. So,
Okay.
so make your athletics check first.
Strength, athletics... Oh shit, that's like a 25.
Okay, so she shuts the doors. However, the doors won't latch and they can't be locked because that whole mechanism has been blown out of the door by the lightning bolt.
Yeah, Smokey blew up in the...
That's fine. What's this other check that I should do?
So in this room, these cages down here contain the crew of your airship, and right here is an adult, adult bronze dragon named Felgolos, and Felgolos has both of his hind legs are shackled and chained to the back wall. There is a collar around his neck that is chained to the wall. And he has a muzzle on, so he's only able to speak through gritted teeth. And you can make an Arcana check, because there's a lot of questions about this. I mean, he is in full dragon form.
One to Arcana. 18.
So, yeah, you are able to glean that these shackles are magically preventing him from being able to use his change shape ability. He can't use Frightful Presence. While muzzled, he can speak with some difficulty, but the range of his breath weapon is reduced to 5 feet. He is bleeding from multiple wounds. You also discern that the chains and collar and the manacles on his rear feet are impervious to physical damage.
So you're saying we should get the muzzle off, is what I'm hearing.
Well, I mean, that would at least give you access to his breath weapon. You can attempt... on your next turn, you could attempt to move over there and pick lock to try and get through it. A knock spell would also work.
I don't think anybody in our party has the knock spell.
Knock is usually one of those spells that spellcasters don't take because they think, oh, well, we've got a rogue. We've got a trap monkey. We don't really need a knock spell.
So I think that's all her turn then.
Yep.
Okay. The Cloud Giant is going to go here, and it is going to be so I'm assuming that where Clitaris is currently, she is trying to hold the door shut. Is that correct?
I will totally Hodor this shit.
Okay, so make a athletics check, contested strength check versus the Cloud Giant.
My athletics is 8.
Yes.
7 is Ozzy? Ozzy says 17.
Okay, he gets a 24 and shoves Clitaris back 10 feet as the door. That's the wrong one. As the door is pushed open. And so these doors are now open. That's all he does for now. Smokey, what would you like to do?
I can't really pick a lock, but let me see.
Just yell out for Weebin.
Help me!
So I think bronze dragons are immune to lightning, it seems like. But I don't know if that's a way to break the muzzle.
Ancient. Yeah, he is immune to lightning. That is correct.
But would that damage the muzzle, or not really?
Not really.
Okay. What do I got here? Got a great sword, short sword.
Yeah, I mean, really, you need somebody to get these off. You either need the key, which, lo and behold, Countess Sansurri has, or you need to have somebody that can pick locks or cast knock. There's not much of another option.
Shit. That sucks. Okay. So the door is swung open, you said?
Yep. You are looking at the Cloud Giant.
Okay. I'll go ahead and attack with my great sword.
Okay.
Okay, that's a miss. Second attack is 21 to hit.
That hits.
So I got 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
4 fire damage.
Okay, and Hunter's Mark.
I got 3 for the next turn.
Okay.
And I can do 1.
Yep. How much was Colossus Slayer?
4.
Okay. Okay. That knocked him down a chunk. And then you're running away?
I'm still.
Oh, you still have Zephyr Strike, so no attack of
Yes.
opportunity. Okay. Okay. The Griffon. Is going to fly right here and make a bite or a beak and claw attack on Clitaris. So the beak attack misses with a 15. Claw attack. Ew. Misses with a 9. Yeah, that's dismal. Alright. Countess Sansurri. Countess Sansurri. Okay, I have to look at this because I don't know. This is not something I usually do. She casts Globe of Invulnerability on herself.
Do we know that that's what she did and that's what happened?
Yes. So, an immobile, faintly shimmering barrier springs into existence in a 10-foot radius around her and remains for up to 1 minute. Any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier can't affect creatures or objects within it, even if the spell is cast using a higher level spell slot. Such a spell can target creatures and objects within the barrier, but the spell has no effect on them. Similarly, the area within the barrier is excluded from the areas affected by such spells. So, she casts Globe of Invulnerability. And then, I don't even know if she really has much she can do with a bonus action. No. So that's all she does. Zinquinol, what would you like to do? Zink, are you muted?
I am, sorry. Looking at Globe of Invulnerability, it says spells, but it doesn't say anything about weapons.
Right.
Okay. Alright. Then I'm going to, I've already used my bonus action to make her my oath, what's her face?
Right, yeah.
For my oath bow.
Yeah,
I said the magic words.
correct. But
Okay.
you still have a bonus action. That was a bonus action on a previous turn.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So, okay.
So, from where you're standing, because of the lion, you would be
Yeah.
at disadvantage to hit with the oath bow, so it would be just a normal shot. Correct. But 24 hits.
24 hits. Okay. So then I get an additional 3d6 plus initial damage. I might have done that in the wrong order. I did. So it's 4 piercing. What is that? 21.
Okay. Whoops.
Because that includes the divine strike.
Correct. Okay.
Okay.
So you tag her with the oath bow. And actually, let me double check something. I thought there was an additional effect, but I might be wrong. No, I was wrong. Okay.
Alright, I think that's it.
Okay.
And then I don't really have bonus actions beyond spiritual weapon that would be very helpful.
Now,
Yeah.
here's a
Or
question. Do you guys have now I remember you had some slaying arrows. Do you have are those dragon slaying? Or are they giant slaying?
I don't know. I got the oath bow from Smokey.
No.
The one I have is dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. So I think what I'm going to do with my bonus action, because I'm still kind of on the low side, is a little healing word
Okay.
on myself. And then, oh, yes. Nice, 6. Okay, sorry, this was taking me longer than I had intended. Okay. And then my lion.
Okay. Your lion can make their attack.
Okay, and let me see how far away Steve is. Steve 10? Oh, okay.
That is a hit.
Excellent.
Another 11. Okay. And she needs to make a concentration check. Hold on here. DC 16. Oh. She only got a 12. Globe of invulnerability goes down.
Yes. Awesome.
Stupid concentration checks. I know. I'm agitated with my dice today. But that's okay.
I like my spot, and I like my lion spot, so we're not moving.
Okay.
That's it for us.
Yeah, agitated with my dice today, but that's okay. I can get all the shitty rolls out today because I got an in-person game tomorrow, so I can fuck those guys up. Weeben, what would you like to do?
Weeben will wash, rinse, and repeat unless Weeben did hear them yell out for him to come. Did they yell out for Weeben?
I don't know. So did Clitaris and Smokey yell out for Weeben?
I don't know about yelling out specifically for Weeben, but He's definitely heard some clanging. Clitoris hasn't called out for Weeben.
Weeben.
And then I just think you guys are fighting.
Yeah, Weeben, make a perception check.
Okay. So I'm liking this nice day. Nat 20.
Okay, so from the south, you can hear the rather raucous sounds of griffins, making a racket and rattling their cages. You can also hear the sound of, it sounds like something crashed into a door and busted it open from the south.
Okay.
And since this is a new...
Ask if they need help?
You what?
As a free action, can I be like, you guys need help?
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a free action.
Okay. And I will yell, do they need help? Like, specifically from, like, because otherwise it's like, okay, we got our own fight here, so that sounds like battle sounds, but we have our own battle.
So...
I know that Weeben would know being the thief right now.
So Clitoris and Smokey can make a perception check.
Six. I really wish I had Dash to come pick up Weeben and rush back to the dragon, but I didn't think to do it at the time.
Clitoris got a 21 on perception.
Okay, so she can hear Weeben's small voice yelling if you guys need help. As a free action, she can respond.
Her response is, God damn fucking giant bird fucking shit.
So Weeben, now you hear a bunch of cursing.
Again, to me, this sounds like they're in a fight, we're in a fight, but I think we have a 2-on-1 over here, so maybe that'll be enough for me to go to them.
Okay, so you can... You are still hidden. You can use your bonus action for dash.
Let's see how far I can get with bonus action dash plus regular action dash.
Well,
I mean, double dash, right?
Let's see here. You could
Can I
double
dash?
You could double dash, but I mean, 50 feet puts you into the. I mean, 45 feet puts you into the room. So I mean, you could.
45 feet puts me into the room.
50 feet puts you right there.
On the opposite side. I mean, it puts me into the room, but like on the opposite side, away from my friend.
Well, what I'm saying is that you could make a ranged attack with your main action against the giant, and you get sneak attack.
That is true. I guess I'll do that, and then... Oh, no, that's a bad idea, because I'll be unhidden at the end of my turn.
That is true.
This cloud giant.
That is true.
Could I get all the way to the room with a double dash, and would it provoke an attack of opportunities if I'm hidden?
No, because they wouldn't. So where are you wanting to go if you double dash?
If I double dash, I want to get into this room with them.
Uh-huh.
Or if I can't do that, then I want to get as close to there but stay somewhere hidden as possible.
I would say it's not going to provoke an attack of opportunity if you run between the cloud giant's legs, because you have a 32 on your stealth. His passive perception's only 17. He's not even going to see you.
Cool. Well, I want to do the right click thing. Grr.
Are you on the arrow or are you on the measurement?
I was on measurement. 45. Yeah, I can get like just inside the door if I do the double, I think.
Okay.
But if I stop in the open, won't that like be like not hidden anymore?
Well,
I don't know how you just stop.
You're
You don't see me, but I'm just standing in the open.
you're small, and the Griffin and the Giant's attention right now is on Clitaris.
Well, if you go here, you could hide around the corner of the door and see if you can free crew members.
Yeah, I would allow that.
Alright, then that's what I'll do. That's what I'm doing for my full dash. Because making myself unhidden takes away most of the advantage of what's going on with me right now.
Okay.
I mean, it won't let me put myself where I want to be, but you know where I am.
Yeah. Yeah, it's close enough. Okay. So that's Lieben's turn. Lots of running. Steve the Devil, what would you like to do?
Well, since her invulnerability's down, I'm going to stab her with my stick and see if I can get her with some necro damage.
Okay.
Let's see. 12. 21.
That's a hit. I think you guys are going to make orphans of the twins.
11 damage.
Okay. Your next attack?
18, that's going to be in the mid-20s.
That's a hit.
Ooh. Well, 17 damage.
Okay.
And
Oof.
also, as a reminder, with Spirit Shroud, the Countess movement is reduced by 10.
Okay.
So she starts her turn within 10 foot of me, which goes for the lion also.
Right. Okay.
Well, that's his turn.
Okay. So, Clitaris, again, with a griffin in her grill.
Well, Clitaris is almost dead, so she's going to hold on to this potion of superior healing for a while, but she's going to decide it's time to break that emergency.
Really? She's that close to dead? I've only hit her a couple. Well, I guess when you get hit by a giant, it counts, so...
She had taken several hits from the previous game.
Right.
She was already off health when we started today.
Yeah, this has been a big battle again.
So yeah, she's dropping this. Yeah, she's at 16 of 87 right now.
Yeah.
Ow.
48 or 84s, I mean. $33. That helps.
See, this is another example of how the attack of opportunity rules are kind of stupid. Do you really think that an enemy is going to allow you to drink a potion and not try to do something about that? I mean,
Right. She's like, hold on, let me get my Gatorade.
I've been in more bar fights than I would like to admit to, and I can't imagine any opponent allowing me to say, "Here, hold on a second, I want to take a sip of my beer." That just doesn't.
Right.
Yeah, that is a weird one. That's...
By that logic, it also doesn't make sense that everything freezes for 6 seconds.
Right. Agreed.
And then like, okay, you don't hit, don't react. Let me do my thing. Okay, 6 seconds has passed. Now you can go.
Right.
I mean, like that's
Right, and that's kind of what I was getting at with the lion, in Steve's case, because he can fly up, but the lion is not a static, it doesn't just freeze in place. It's all over, up on its hind legs, trying to claw and gnash at the giant. So anybody that's ground level, this lion's all over the front of this giant. So you're going to be at disadvantage for ranged attacks.
right.
I was thinking about that the other day, about how the attack time is 6 seconds seems long.
Right.
And it was probably established by somebody who hadn't really been in many fights, because about 3 seconds, I can see, like, if I go in 3 seconds and somebody else, like, 3 seconds, a lot of stuff can happen. But 6? That's
Right.
eternity in a fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as a bonus action, she will disengage
Okay.
and make her way over to the dragon for the next turn to see what she can do about freeing this dragon and turning the battlefield back to an even playing ground.
Okay. All right.
Like, oh, you got your dog into the fight? Let me go get my dog.
The cloud giant.
I do not like that laugh. He does it again. What the hell?
The cloud giant comes over here and unlocks another griffin cage.
Oh,
That is the cloud giant's turn. Smokey, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna cast jump on Weeben. So he can help the dragon.
I
Or
don't.
is that,
I don't know
does he
that.
need-
I don't know that you would know that Weeben's even there.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, never mind. Let's see.
sorry, I did what I do too well.
It's gonna be like The Office when that little girl always creeps up on the one guy. Like, oh shit, when did you get here?
Right? You do sneak about, don't you?
The Tressem's gonna go in one of the cages to try and not get killed quite so bad.
Okay.
But I bet that the Griffins will absolutely hate having web all over the goddamn place. So we'll do that.
Okay. All right. So they get a dex save. Is that correct? Or he gets a dex save?
I don't remember.
I want to say that's right, but let me double check that.
I don't know what this thing is. I just saw something that put hers in her inventory for next round. Chime of opening?
Yes, that would unlock the shackles.
Alright, if I have a free action, I will say that to the rest of the party so they don't have to worry about the dragon.
Okay.
Do you have to be, what's that called?
Attuned.
So yes, they get a
Yeah.
dex saving throw. So
She doesn't really have anything attuned. I think she has that. I think she has that attached.
okay, so the griffin is restrained
Sweet.
because he
Just
only
saying.
got an 8.
Good.
I'll be back in one moment.
Okay. Griffin lets out sad griffin noises. Caw-caw.
I moved over. I suppose I should move the hunter's mark onto the griffin.
Okay. We can
I don't. Yeah, that'll be my bonus action. That should be everything that I could do.
Okay. So the griffins. Look back at web. Let's see here. So the restrained griffin can make a strength check. versus DC 15 for the wand to free itself, which is what it's going to try to do. That is its action. Are you for real? Another 6. So the Griffin is still restrained. This Griffin is now free. Is going to make a dex check. And fails with a 9. This Griffin flies right into the webs and also becomes restrained.
That's great.
Okay. So, fuck that dice. I thought that was going to do better, but I was incorrect. Countess Sansurri she casts lightning bolt, a line straight from the lion to Zinquinal. So Zinc and the lion need to make DC 15 dex saving throws.
I made it, but the lion did not.
Okay, so the lion takes 33 lightning damage.
Yeah, lion's done.
Okay. And Zinc, hold on here. Zinc takes 16 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then Countess Sansurri is going to run away, and Steve gets a attack of opportunity. Oh, wait. She only make it that far. Steve? He stepped away for a moment. While we're waiting for Steve, I'm going to go get a fresh bottle of water.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
I'll be back. Did I miss anything?
Countess is running away. So I don't know if that means we want to give chase or if we want to go help everybody.
Well, if she tries to run away, I get an attack of opportunity, and if I hit her, her speed is reduced to 0.
Oh, nice. Yes. That was what Chris was calling on you to make an attack of opportunity, and then remembered that you stepped away. And subsequently stepped away himself.
I will definitely take advantage of that if the opportunity has not passed.
No, I don't. I think he's just waiting for you. Kick some ass.
Yeah, I like the combination of a pole arm and the sentinel feet. No running for you.
Mm.
Okay, is Steve back?
Yep.
Yes.
So, Steve, you get an attack of opportunity on the Countess.
Big money, big money. 21
That hits.
for a 17 damage, and her speed is reduced to 0.
Okay, so she does not run away. And how much damage?
Let's see.
17?
8, 13, 17.
Okay. Ooh. She is wobbly. Zinkanol, what would you like to do? You could end this.
I'm going to peek lower, and I'm hopefully not going to fail.
That hits.
18.
Don't forget, you get advantage on that.
Oh yeah, because the lion's dead. 4 lions. Well, 19.
Okay, you hit.
Okay. 21.
Countess Sansurri goes down at -20.
Yeah.
Long victory.
Yes, I finally got something. Everything keeps dying the turn after mine. This is nice. Okay. And then with my movement, I will run in the direction that the rest of the noise is coming from.
Okay, so you're going to run to the south. Steve and Zinc, you can make perception checks before you move.
Done.
Steve rolled a 12.
Okay.
16.
So Zinkenhall, you can hear the sounds of what sounds like a couple of kids to the north crying.
Yeah, as a teacher who quit my job, I don't care about the crying children. I'm still going to.
Fuck those children. We're moving on.
But as I run, I'll shout over my shoulder that I heard crying children. And Steve wants to investigate. He's welcome to.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see Steve being the maternal type or paternal type.
No. No.
Okay.
We can worry about the children. We can worry about the children after this part is done.
We can kill the children later.
Yeah, no problem. Lock them in the spare bedroom with the Guardian of Faith.
Your parents are dead. You suck. Deal with it.
Weeben, what would you like to do?
As a bonus, I will use device and try to unlock this.
Okay.
Since I can use my
So
thieves tools as a bonus action.
You can use your thieves tools. You get double your proficiency bonus plus your dex.
Yes. Double proficiency bonus plus dex. So it's basically like using like stealth. The same bonus basically.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because you are a trap monkey.
Yep. 24.
Yeah, so you unlock the first cage, and your crew, your airship crew, these guys have been roughly handled. Like, to the point where each of them only has like 5 hit points.
Okay. They'll probably be smart and not run into battle then.
Yeah, they're not in a hurry to go run into the webs.
Right. They're just like, hey, we're free, hooray.
Right. Yes. I'm very badly burned.
Billy, does that unlocking thing unlock more than one thing, or is it just the one thing you want to unlock?
I have no idea.
That-
It's just in her stuff of stuff.
That is a very good question. So I shall tell
If
you.
it's going to unlock more than one thing, then I shouldn't have bothered with that action.
Well, I was going to ask the same question. Like, do I have to ring it for each thing on the dragon, or does one ring unlock all of the dragon?
So, hollow metal tube measures about 1 foot long and weighs 1 pound. You can strike it as an action, pointing it at an object within 120 feet of you that can be opened, such as a door, lid, or lock. The chime issues a clear tone, and one lock or latch on an object opens unless the sound can't reach the object. If no locks or latches remain, the object itself opens. It can be used. It can be used 10 times. After the 10th time, it cracks and becomes useless. So yeah, it's 1 per lock.
Oh, then screw that. I should have gone over there instead. I thought I was going to do like all the locks on the thing.
No.
Can I undo what I just did?
Yeah, we can we can undo that. So where did you want to move to?
Alright, then I will move over to said dragon. How far is that? Even not having all of the movement. Alright, it's going to take 20 feet of my movement to do that. Dragon, don't eat the little thing.
So it's got a muzzle locked on it. It has a collar around its neck, and it has 2 shackles, one on each of its hind legs. What do you want to unlock?
The muzzle.
Okay, so you unlock the muzzle, and
Okay.
it is now the dragon is now free. What do you want to do with your bonus action?
Well, the use device was the bonus action, actually.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So you're not stealthed anymore.
Unlocking that unstealth me?
Yep.
That sucks. Okay.
Well, we'll say no. I mean, typically, stealth and invisibility kind of work the same way in that doing an action basically stops whatever that effect is. I'm going to say that if you're a thief and you're stealth, that's kind of the reason why you're stealth. I don't think that unlocking something should be. So no, you're still stealth.
Kind of defeats the purpose of being a stealth thief.
I agree.
The moment you unlock the door, you're unstealth.
Right.
What the hell did I do that for?
Right.
Okay, you said there were 3 more locks or 4?
There's 3 more. There's the collar and 1 on each of the hind legs.
Alright. I'm going to undo the collar to give the dragon a bit more mobility in its attackingness. If it decides to breath weapon something.
Okay.
And then maybe with the Clitoris's thing, we get 3 of the 4 locks undone. So with my action, I will ready to move to get the collar.
Okay. Well, you
Ready
could.
to move?
So your bonus action was to.
Undo the muzzle.
So okay, you're using the use device wrong. Use device is more like most commonly it's going to be used for like a wand, which would be a magical device. Hold on here. Yeah, so it's the actual name of it. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, fast hands includes thieves' tools. It says it here. Fast hand includes thieves' tools.
Right. So that can be done as a bonus action. You can then use a main action to use thieves' tools again if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah, then that's what I'll do. I was mistaking what I was thinking, but yes. Okay. Then I will do that. Do I
Okay.
need to move to reach the collar, or is the collar within reach of me?
I would say the collar would be within reach.
All right. then I
Would
will
you bring your step stool? Oh.
I would think the dragon would lean down.
Exactly, that's what I thought. The dragon would be like down as little as possible, minimizing any movement the thing has.
I was just making a short joke.
No short jokes for you. 26.
Okay. Hold on here. Where the fuck did my dragons go? I do not remember having a problem finding dragons before. There's a dragon. And he only has 160 hit points because he's been tortured, etc., etc. Let's see if I can make him more bronzy. There we go. That's close. Okay. And Felgolos.
Oh.
He's going to go on 9. I don't know if anybody ever remembers the old AD&D action figures from the 80s. I still have a whole bunch of them. The Bronze Dragon's always been my favorite because I had the Bronze Dragon that you could use as a mount for the Strongheart, Sturm Strongheart Paladin action figure. So, okay, so that was your main action. You have unhooked unlatched the muzzle and the collar for the for the adult bronze dragon, Felgolos. And that was your movement. I think you've got 5 feet of movement left.
All right.
I don't know if you want to use it.
I guess I'll just. Sure, I'll move this way, further back.
Okay.
Away from all of
Okay.
the stuff.
You're going to use the dragon as cover.
Yeah.
All right. Steve the Devil, what would you like to do? You can hear the sobbing of crying chitlins coming from the north.
Yeah, Steve's just gonna ignore them. He don't care about no kids.
Fuck those children. Oh, God.
So Steve's gonna move down the hallway. Does he have a vision on the cloud giant down there?
You know that there's a cloud giant there because you can see bits and pieces of him sticking out from either side of this. This is a column that's holding up part of the ceiling.
Is there enough to count for a 3/4 cover, or
Yeah.
not enough to?
Yeah, I would say the giant has a +5 to his AC.
And might as well whip off some Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Let's see. First one is going to be a 21 on my end,
That is a hit.
and that's going to be only my D10 because I'm too far away for necro damage. Right? I think I gotta be within 10 feet for. Yeah, I gotta be within 10 feet. So only 8 damage, and I will attempt to pull him around that corner.
Okay.
I don't know if
So,
it'll work, but I'm gonna try. Squeezing between the cage and the hole.
yeah.
And then I'll hit him with the second blast, which is gonna be in the mid-20s.
That hits. Squeeze him between the
For
cage and the
15
hole.
damage.
That sounds like something Dorian Gray said. So how many points of damage?
13.
Okay.
And it's really all he can do at the moment. Nothing really bonusy. Did the move. Yeah, he's good.
Okay. All right. Felgolos. Felgolos.
Looks down and eats with him. I lost the wrong one.
Felgolos is going to breathe lightning on one of the. Oh shit! It's going to breathe lightning on one of the griffins, which means the griffin gets a dexterity save at disadvantage because it is restrained. So the griffin gets 6 and fails. Let's make this easy. What's the average? The griffin is going to take 66 points of lightning damage. And dies immediately.
You're a very angry dragon.
That's the wrong griffin. So I did the other griffin because it's very specific. The lightning goes through and obliterates the griffin cage and hits the cloud giant. The cloud giant gets a dex save. And fails with a 10 and dies immediately. So, Zinquinol and Steve, you see a flash of lightning and splintered flaming wood, and you see this giant just keel over with a big hole in its chest.
And
Yep.
my response is, maybe I care about children after all.
I suddenly have this inkling to check on the kids.
I think that was my ovaries problem. I need to go the other way.
Cletaris, what would you like to do?
She is going to circle around to the back of the dragon. Now the charm doesn't seem as necessary. She will attempt to use her roguey skills to pick the lock.
Okay.
It's going to be a 17 to get one back ankle.
No, I'm failing.
Well, that's about all she can do.
Okay. Smokey, what would you like to do? Still got a griffin over here stuck in the web.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot arrows at it, I think.
Okay.
First attack is 21 hit.
That hits.
That's 5 piercing. That.
Okay. You can use your bonus action to move the, oops, hold on here. To move your hunter's mark to him.
Yeah, I should do that.
So, mark him, okay? So you can get hunter's mark damage as well.
2 more.
Okay.
And the second attack is 17 hit.
That is a hit.
I literally just have a bit. Okay, that's 6 piercing.
Okay.
And do you do the hunters against?
No. Only once per turn.
Once per turn. Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay. So the griffin has 2 arrows in him.
I will high five the dragon.
That is a free action. High five the dragon sounds like a euphemism for smoking pot. Hey guys, I'm going to go in this other room and high five the dragon.
That is great.
The griffin is going to, as its action, try to free itself. Ooh. Did it succeed? It did, with a 19. The griffin is free. And flies straight over to Smokey. But that's all it can do, because that's it. Zinquinol, what would you like to do?
So, there are still 3 griffins in there, right?
The other griffins that are in the aviary are still locked in their cages.
Oh, okay. Only the 2 broke out?
2 of them were let out by the giant.
Right.
If he was smart, he would have gone and opened up all of them, but I didn't think about that until it was far too late.
Yay for dumb giants. Okay. In that case, it does actually feel like everything is well at hand. I suppose after seeing the big explosion, I'll be like, it was the cloud giant that fell. So the bad guy keeled over dead. So that's probably a good indication they're doing okay.
Right.
So I'll go back towards the screaming children and probably instantly regret it.
Okay. Okay. Another question: Are you going to drop? Are you going to drop concentration on Guardian of Faith, or are you going to leave him there?
Yeah, since I can't move him, I guess I'll drop it.
Okay.
I was gonna see if the dragon was gonna murder or eat the children, and then I have nothing to do with it. Basically, I was hoping, kind of crossing my fingers, that it would decide.
Well, they might have useful information. So before the dragon gets to the children for its tasty snack, let's see if I can get some information out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going
We
to
don't
see
know
if
for
they
Bowie.
get the moon hole.
Yeah, they wanted to make you fly.
I think it wouldn't be too, like, you want to see somebody go through the hole? Come here, I'll show you the hole.
All right, so I'm going to go toward the voices.
Okay.
I don't know where I'll find them, but
You can dash if you'd like.
yeah, okay. Kind of want to. Well, so if I move this far, I don't see them, encounter them, or have a sense of where they are. Can I
Right.
Okay. Then I might as well dash. Yes, I will dash towards them.
Okay.
Whichever direction that was.
So it was from up here, further north.
Oh my. Okay.
Okay. Weeben, what would you like to do?
Weaven will attempt to finish the job that Weaven started and go do some more unlocking.
Okay. So, with your main action, you can unlock one of the one of the legs.
Alright, so I have to like move to like here.
Yeah.
Okay. While I'm doing some unlocking, can I make a perception check to see if there's anything else in this room? Or do I have to wait till after?
Well, yeah, you're
Kind of focused on unlocking stuff.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'd make
what do you do?
I would make a perception check to make sure dragon junk's not on your shoulder while you're down there.
In my culture, that's considered a good luck.
So what?
Blessed by the balls of a dragon.
What'd you get for? What'd you get for your unlock?
22.
Yeah. So you are able to unlock one of the ankle shackles,
24.
and you unlock the other ankle shackle. Felgolos is now free to move about the room. I will tell Zinquinal, as you run past the body of Countess Sansurri, you note that she had a porcelain theater mask that had the unhappy expression on it. And you estimate that it's worth 250 gold pieces as an art object.
If it was metal, like for a giant's face, like that'd make an epic half plate
A shield.
piece.
Yeah, a shield. Yeah, no, it's made of porcelain. Steve the Devil, what would you like to do? Go off chasing after Zinc, or?
Steve's gonna go as far as up to where the Countess dropped, go back,
Okay.
and like look. So I'm keeping Zinc within eyes, but I start pounding down the Countess, see if she's got anything else on her. I'm performing CPR.
Yeah.
That's how Weaven does it.
You find that she has in her bag where she has her spell components and whatnot, a small pouch a normal-sized medium creature's pouch that has 8 platinum pieces in it.
Ooh, 8 platinum. Cool deal. So, yeah, as a free action, all y'all to Zeke. Everything all right down there? See anything?
I think Zinc is either muted or stepped away.
Yeah, we can circle back.
Sorry, I stepped away because I put some eggs on spoil and then promptly forgot about them.
Oh, yeah.
I was only alerted by the smell
Yes.
of exploding eggs in my kitchen.
Yes. Yeah, that.
So I got a little distracted there for a hot minute.
Yeah, that is a very distinctive smell too.
I was like, someone's barbecuing. And I was like, oh, no, that smells terrible. And I was like, fuck. It was a rapid progression of events. So I am here. What can I do for you?
Oh, I was just doing a free action to yell out to see if anything was going on down the hall where you ran off to.
Well, I have not encountered the children yet.
No, that was it.
Okay.
Felgolos, well, first of all, his breath weapon does not recharge.
Are we about to have to fight a dragon? Sorry guys, I unlocked the dragon and Taddy's gonna kill him.
No, I think the enemy of our enemy, he said he would help us.
I think we're okay.
There's no more enemies.
If he's against us, we're kind of screwed, but we've made our choice. I was the one that went like completely, you know, I made that the whole point of several of my turns was to try and get in there and get him out, so, yeah.
So
it was already pretty
Felgolos is going to make 3 attacks on the Griffin. 1 with his bite and 2 with his claws. $16 hits for 13 piercing damage, or 13 piercing damage. And then 1 with each of his claws. Oops. Another hit. Another 13 slashing damage. And his last attack. Another hit. For 12 slashing damage. This Griffin is not looking good. Cleitaris, what would you like to do?
Tobias Goodmore roll with the dragon since he was slightly beat up. She's going to step over to the dragon and apply 10 points of her lay on damage.
Okay. So that brings his hit points up to 170.
She's like, we're on the same side. You're a good dragon. Like, back leg.
Okay, so he is thankful for that. Anything with any movement or bonus action?
Oh, she had to step forward a little bit, but yeah, no, at the moment, that's it.
Okay.
She's hiding behind the dragon.
Smokey, what would you like to do?
I'll attack that griffin.
Okay.
With my sword. Probably. It's a 12 hit.
That hits.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, Griffins don't have very good AC.
6 slashing. I got sneak eyes.
Okay.
And 7 fire.
Ooh. Everybody smells burning feathers, but this time you're not having a stroke. And the griffin dies.
Yay! Can try and get the guy. The dragon's all the way unbuckled then, right?
Yes. So,
Cool.
essentially, at this point, you have taken over the flying castle. Now, you discover that up towards the roof, or at the highest point in the castle, there is something called there's a room, and in this room, I will describe it to you. Well, first things first. So, Felgolos,
quick move before you start. If we're all meeting back up, Steve will also let the party know about that one big chest that we couldn't open earlier.
okay.
We've making steady perception checks for stuff to steal.
So, first of all, Felgolos, you have earned a friend for life. Felgolos lets you know that he's known to many of his friends as the Flying Misfortune. He has an uncanny and seemingly effortless ability to imperil himself and others around him with his recklessness. He's quite clumsy and a bit awkward socially. He means well. When he uses his shape change ability, he prefers to assume the form of a ruddy-skinned halfling with curly bronze-colored hair, or a human lad with blonde hair and sun-bronzed skin. However, Felgolos is no friend of the Black Network. Any party member affiliated with Zentrim can, with a successful history check, recall tales of a dragon that matches Felgolos' description, attacking Zentrim caravans and snatching their wagons, beasts of burden and all. Felgolos has a large collection of Zentrim wagons, and he isn't afraid to admit that. He won't part with any of them, however, because he considers the wagons and their cargo as part of his treasure hoard. And he is quite proud of the fact that he targets Zentrim caravans specifically because he knows the Black Network's sinister reputation, and he delights in frustrating the Zent's plans. He will... Let's see... He says, he tells you that he doesn't really want to rile up any more giants for a while. Instead, he's going to return to one of his many dens, a cave overlooking a river that cuts through the western Star Metal Hills. If you require a dragon's assistance at some later time, you can search for him there. But considering his personality, Felgolos might be away when you arrive. And he says, don't worry, I always try to come back soon. And so Felgolos thanks you all. You have a friend for life. Under your contacts, you can put down Felgolos Adult Bronze Dragon. The chest that you couldn't unlock, or you couldn't get into, I think that was in the barracks.
It was in the upper tower where we had to fight the...
Oh, right. In her study.
Yeah. We were like, yeah, that was when the party was like hella split. We were like, we'll come back to that later.
So, that's
Can I go back to that room where we found the count or whatever and check his body too? Because I don't think we checked the count because we were mid-fight.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to find...
Ooh. Yeah, since we got into this castle, it's been non-stop crazy. We hadn't really stopped to do anything.
So in the so it wasn't a chest, it was the cabinet In the cabinet is a collection of books. There are 4 historical texts that chronicle the rise and fall of the ancient giant kingdom Astoria. They're worth 500 gold pieces each, but they weigh 50 pounds each. There's a one-of-a-kind book of original plays written in Dethic, the Dwarvish script, with common translations by a legendary and long-deceased cloud giant poet named Delavarius. It's worth 750 gold pieces, and it weighs 50 pounds.
I would say leave the collection and take the one rare.
Yeah, that sounds smart.
Okay. You find Sansurri's enormous spellbook, which is 5 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and 2 feet thick. It has bronze covers inlaid with 60 gemstones worth 10 gold pieces each, and weighs 250 pounds. The book contains the following spells. Oh boy. Okay. So, first level. Alarm. Identify. Magic missile. Shield.
Well, do we have anybody in the party that's a wizard?
I don't think you do.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
don't think that book's going to be helpful.
Right, but I mean, you can pry the gemstones out. So there are the 60 gold pieces worth of gemstones.
Would it be worth more to take the gemstones or to sell it if we find a place to sell it?
Well, I think you would have a difficult time lugging around a book that is 5 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and 2 feet thick.
Oh, I missed the dimensions.
Yeah, it's enormous.
Yeah, we would have to fly the castle over a village and like
Drop it on.
Yeah, I hope you don't kill anybody.
Bookstore. Okay, gems it is.
You find 6 giant-sized potions. They are of clairvoyance, diminution, fire resistance, lightning resistance, storm giant strength, and supreme healing.
Could those be broke down into like 2 doses of them for a normal person, or is it kind of an all-in-one?
So it says each potion is contained in a 1 foot tall crystal flask that weighs 15 pounds while full or 5 pounds when empty. A giant potion must be consumed in its entirety to gain any effect. And it takes a medium or small character 1 minute to chug one down.
I'm not going to write that down in the party kitty, but if somebody else wants them, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, 10 rounds just to chug these potions down. There are 5 spell scrolls.
Regular size or big size?
They are written on 12 foot long, 5 foot wide rolled sheets of vellum.
Oh, fuck.
Normal sized characters can use the scrolls despite their size.
Yeah, but
You said that one of the gems was Minu something-ization?
It was a giant sized potion of diminution. Or
Can you pour
diminution.
that all over the other stuff and make it shrink?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
No, because you have to drink it and then it would shrink you.
Okay, if I'm holding on to things and drink it, will it shrink the things that I'm holding on to while I'm holding on to them? Like if I go Claude Van Damme with a hand on each thing and a foot on each thing and someone pours it into my mouth, will everything shrink?
theoretically it should, but as soon as you let go or the spell ends, it just reverts right back to original size.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you drink this potion, you gain the reduced effect of the enlarge reduce spell for 1d4 hours. The red in the potion's liquid continuously contracts to a tiny bead and then expands to color the clear liquid around it. So it would only last for up to a maximum of 4 hours. It's 1d4. So
Maybe they're made out of shrinky dinks.
but like I said,
Is there a shrink ray in the capsule?
the spell scrolls are used they can be used by normal sized creatures. So those 5 spell scrolls are animate objects, chain lightning, dominate monster, legend lore, and phantasmal killer.
No, if I just like, hold on, let me get my architect blueprint size fucking scroll out.
Right.
Anybody want any of those scrolls?
Well, can any of us use them? Is it all for wizard as well?
I don't think I can use it.
If you have access to or you use magics and stuff, then you can use them.
I thought you still had to be a certain kind of caster to use it.
It has to be on your, unless you are a 13th level rogue, it has to be, the spell has to be on your spell list.
Okay. Then yeah, none of those are on my list.
I can't use any of it.
You also find, in her master bedroom, you find 500 platinum pieces.
Yeah, platinum.
4 platinum bracelets worth 750 gold pieces each.
1 second.
Can we wear them as belts?
You
Probably.
said how much gold?
There's 4 of them. They're worth 750 apiece.
Okay.
A gold pendant necklace set with a fist-sized amethyst worth 7,500 gold pieces.
The 7,500.
Yep. And a diamond-encrusted diadem worth 7,500.
Oh, what's that?
A diamond-encrusted diadem worth 7,500 gold pieces.
What's a diadem? I'm not familiar.
It's like a tiara.
Yeah.
Oh. Anybody want to look fancy?
Well, I mean, you'd only be able to stand in it, right?
Right.
It's not.
I got a diamond hula hoop.
Yeah.
So up on level 4, you find a room that is known as the navigation dome. Now, in this room, floating 10 feet above the floor in the middle of this circular chamber is a navigation orb. The navigation orb essentially allows you to fly the castle. It would require you to attune, but you can attune to this navigation orb. Whoever's attuned to it can direct and fly the castle, which is great. The castle, however, you are fully aware at this point. You can see down below where the castle is going. It is currently on a course for here. Whoop. There. That's better. This is where you are currently heading. And the castle is starting to descend like it's moving to a docking maneuver. And when it stops, it comes to a stop, you can see that the cloud stuffed staircase from the front of the castle actually reshapes and connects to this iceberg that has a series of frost giant longhouses on it.
If we can
I'm going to say that before we pick up next week, where with you dealing with Svardbolg and the Frost Giants, I will allow you all to complete a long rest, so you get all your spell slots and hit points back. I'm also going to say you can take a level. So what level does that put you guys at now?
11.
Okay.
So, if somebody attunes to the navigation orb, do the griffins, like, obey them, or...?
No, the griffins are kind of a lost cause.
We should probably euthanize them all, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you know.
We should have them fight to
That's
the
right.
death dictate
That's
magic.
food for later, yo.
So, navigation orb is a wondrous item, requires attunement. It is a hollow 7-foot diameter sphere of thin, polished mithril with a large sky cloud rune embossed on its outer surface. The orb levitates 10 feet above the ground and is key to a particular cloud castle, allowing you to control that castle's altitude and movement while the orb is inside the castle. If the orb is destroyed or removed from the castle's altitude and location remain fixed until the orb is returned or replaced. As an action, you can cause one of the following effects to occur if you're touching the orb. The castle moves at a speed of 1 mile per hour in a straight line in a direction of your choice until the castle stops or is made to stop, or until another action is used to change its direction. If this movement brings the castle into contact with the ground, the castle lands gently. The castle, if it is moving, comes to a gradual stop. Or the castle makes a slow 90-degree turn clockwise or counterclockwise, turning a northerly view into a westerly view, for example. The castle can turn while it is moving in a straight line. Any creature touching the orb knows the altitude of the base of the castle above the ground or the water below it. So, essentially, you guys now have a cloud castle in your possession, and you have, well, we can we can discuss what you want to do about Sansurri's children, Kaltar and Alistra, the twins. We can discuss what you want to do with them next week. But presently, the cloud castle has docked with Svardbolg in the north.
Quick question. Do you think there would be time where we'd be able to undock and fly off next game? Or we kind of here?
I think at this point you're kind of stuck here. It's going, because the orb is giant, attunement to it's going to take a little bit longer than usual. But beyond that, essentially, you have a cloud giant castle now in your possession.
The only reason I was asking was we got quite a bit of gear and money. I'm like, yeah, we could go like gear up before making that next leg.
Yeah, no, it's going to take a while for you to really attune to that orb.
All right, we'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Everybody.